What's up, it's your girl, and we are back with another video. So in this video, we are once again going to highlight the mindset of the United States Department of Education. Yes, so today, because I called Charmaine yesterday and I followed up with an email. Let's take a look at the email that I sent him. Mind you, the last time I sent him a call, I made a video. This was back in December, right? Because I was trying to figure out, or sorry, it was sometime this year because I was trying to figure out what all was going on. It was back in January, sorry, I believe. I have to go back and look at my dates. I made a video, okay? So I was trying to figure out what all was going on because, as we all know, there's been so many changes with the United States Department of Education. As you can see, there have been students that, because they liked a comment or they liked something regarding a particular situation, they have been deported. Now, I've been speaking out against the United States Department of Education, as well as, people not really understanding what their function is supposed to be. Now we have them sitting there collecting money. But let me give you guys more insight as to what's going on. So I waited all this time for an investigation. Okay, I called Charmaine yesterday, Charmaine Canton. Okay, I've been calling this man and I have not yet had one opportunity to speak with him on the phone. Mind you, I've only spoken to Amber Sadler, who was not trying to help me, hence the reason why we did not continue the conversation. I spoke with Jasmine Gibbs. She contradicted herself in regards to definition of what discrimination is, right? Racial discrimination is, right? Okay, hence the reason why Charmaine sent me an email. Now, this email that he had sent me, let's go to it. Let's type in Charmaine. Okay, let's see. Okay, here we go. Let's go. So as you guys can see, this was the date that I received Charmaine's email. Okay, I typed in his name. That's why a lot of these are from, him, or, that say OCR, right? Because he's from the Civil Rights Department. So hence the reason why he gave me two numbers, because I had two cases, one against the United States Department of Education, as well as, Liberty University. Okay, so he sent me this. The United States Department of Education, Office of Civil Rights, received your complaint from the United States Department of Justice. Please see your letter attached, okay? He wanted me to send it back, but I ended up sending it actually, I replied to it the same day. I even sent him a raid receipt. Okay, now let's take a look at what this complaint form was about. Sorry, my computer's a little slow. Okay, you see? Boom, boom. This is new. This was new, okay? As you guys can see. So he knows that you're supposed to be investigating not only the civil rights, right? Sorry, not only the civil rights, Liberty University, but you were also supposed to be investigating, right? These two entities, Liberty University and the United States Department of Education, right? So Jasmine Gibbs, the officer, was incorrect. And mind you, she also had other incorrect information. This man knows that we're supposed to be looking at these two individuals because this individual lied as well as this individual, right? And I sent them the facts as well as the proof. Now, guess what? I called Charmaine yesterday. He must have forwarded my information to someone, right? Because I've been waiting for so long. Guess what? I get an email from this individual whom, again, we have no idea who this person is, okay? I get an email from this person. Okay, now let's read this. It says, Miss Marshall, please see attached the letter regarding, the complaint you filed November 25, 2024. Mind you, the one that she's supposed to be investigating is the one that I signed with Andre and Charmaine. Okay, it says, in addition, in response to your email and phone call, let me back out so you guys can, I'm going to read it out loud, okay? You filed against Liberty University and issued decision on October 7th, 2024. Mind you, this was all wrong because they said I needed to send an attachment, which in the video I already showed you how I sent it multiple times. So again, I don't understand why this woman is trying to close out this investigation when this is wrong. You can't close out something when your attorney provided false information. You get what I'm saying? And I disproved her with the first email that I sent. Okay? So this is incorrect, and he lied. Peter Baker lied. Continuing on. OCR's current procedure did not provide for appeals or decisions. So they're saying that we can't even appeal this, which is incorrect. Hence the reason why when you look at the document, right, you can. Hence the reason why even your other officer sent me this email. See, these people are over here playing games and they're lying. Hence the reason, if I was a student, I would be very careful because now they're over here taking your money, right? And you have to pay back all this money, but yet you can't even get graded by the same rubric. Not only that, they're playing games. So I'm going to show you what she sent me today, and she's going to make the claim that they can't investigate themselves once again. Why are you guys sending me all these emails pretending to do something and then you're not doing it and then you turn around and lie? But mind you, the first investigation was incorrect. Okay, let's continue on. However, it says after you raised concerns about the investigation, the team leader and other supervisors reviewed your concerns to ensure the investigation was consistent with OCR standards and determined that no further action was warranted. The team leader joined a phone call with you on November 14, 2024 and attempted to address your concerns and explain OCR's decision. OCR cannot take any further action regarding the complaint. Mind you, Jasmine Gibbs, like I said, she discredited herself as well as prove that she's incompetent because she doesn't know the definition of racial discrimination. Mind you, even her document said, what? Disability discrimination. And I had proof, and I already showed you guys that. Mind you, I have all my documents. Not only do I have them hard copy, I have them also, I can pull them up, you guys. Okay, continuing on. On October 26th, you sent our office an email that we interpreted as a complaint against the Department of Education and assigned the docket number, which it was because they did an incorrect investigation on Liberty University. However, under the laws we enforce, OCR does not have jurisdiction to conduct investigation on its own staff. You see what I'm saying? So they can continue to do a recycle. Hence the reason why they were in the newspaper regarding Liberty University, right? And how the teachers can harass the students and that they will be off the hook. And hence the reason why they were underreporting certain behaviors. Now look here again. These people are saying they can conduct fraud, but they can't even investigate their own people. This is what they're saying once again. So why did they open a third investigation? Because look it, I received this today. Okay? Let's look at what she said. Mind you, I don't know who this person, never spoke with them on the phone. You can't talk to these people on the phone, okay? Let's go here. It says so I get this email, right? May 8th, okay. On December 5th, the United States Department of Education, Civil Rights, I'm going to back out, received your complaint against Liberty University and the United States Department of Education. You filed this complaint with the United States Department of Justice on November 20. No, I filed Liberty and United States Department on December 5th. Okay, that's correct. You filed the complaint with the United States of Justice, right? On November 5th, the United States Department of Justice referred the complaint to OCR. You allege that the University Department of Education discriminated against you based on race and retaliated against you. That is true, and I proved it. OCR enforced company prohibits discrimination, law enforcement, okay, because university sees, okay, so they're just explaining the clause. Now they say complaints in accordance may dismiss your has recently investigated or is currently investigating the same or similar education based on same facts. Okay, OCR previously investigated another complaint you filed alleging that the university discriminated you based off of race when a professor implemented new rules for you to submit and complete assignment on March 29, 2024. On October 7th, you notified that it completed its investigation and found it insufficient evidence to support your allegation. In the present complaint, you indicate that you wanted the same allegation to be investigated further. Therefore, OCR is dismissing the complaint with respect to the university because OCR has recently investigated under the same or similar allegation. You indicate that you were filing against OCR regarding its handling of case OCR is dismissing the complaint, of which states that OCR will dismiss a complaint if OCR does not have jurisdiction over the entity alleged in the OCR discriminated. OCR previously explained to you in a letter dated November 13th, OCR does not have jurisdiction to investigate complaints against the Department of Education or its own staff. See, that's what I'm saying. They can't investigate their own staff, okay? But yet, why would they send me an email? The Department of Education Officer of Inspector General Hotline is available for anyone who knows. Okay, so now they're saying I need to go here to report these individuals. But yet their president has showed you guys, I have proved this, right? May have a right to file our private suit in federal court, whether or not those who file. Okay, cool. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Now, understand, you guys, I'm no longer going and allowing these people to help me, right? Because understand, I'm a national champion of Barbados. I can now have Barbados assist me with this, right? Because again, who is this person? She does not know the facts, and she is dumb as well. Because how can you say Liberty University, then you go, the law enforced by OCR prohibits retaliation against any individual who asserts right or privilege under the laws, who filed a complaint, testifies, because the university receives, OCR processes complaints in accordance with case, It says section may dismiss a complaint has recently states that OCR may dismiss a complaint if OCR has recently investigated or is currently investigating the same or similar allegation based on the same facts in another case. Okay, so they're dismissing it because they're saying that they already investigated. But what I'm saying is their investigation, right, did not go according to the facts. Their attorneys lied. Even their president had investigated fraud. Okay, now here we go. Now they're saying that they're dismissing it because they can't investigate the same thing. And they're also not going to take on my investigation regarding the United States Department of Education because they're saying that they can't investigate their own people. Do you see how dumb this is, you guys? And now they want to go and charge you all this money. Now, to be honest, now pretty much what they're saying, your teacher can do whatever the heck they want to you and with your grade, right? And if you have any issue and you try to go and have them to assist you with it, they can come back with this dumb nonsense. Because listen to what this says. OCR previously investigated another complaint you filed, alleging that the university discriminated you based off of race when a professor implemented new rules for you to submit a complaint assignment on March 29, 2024. On October 7, 2024, OCR notified you that it completed its investigation and found insufficient evidence to support this allegation. It presented complaint. You indicated that you wanted the same allegation to be investigated further. The reason as to why I said that was because Liberty University said I did not. I could have sent an attachment. And that was the first thing I sent them, my professor. So I disproved that, meaning Liberty University lied, and these people also lied and came up with different facts. Hence the reason why I said they lied. That's why we're here. But as you can see in this letter, they're saying that they're dismissing it because it's the same allegation that I'm talking about. And they're dismissing it once again, the United States Department of Education, because they can't investigate their own people. Then why in the world would that man send me a document, right, to investigate not only Liberty University, but also the United States Department of Education? You see, this is what we're talking about, and how I call it the hypocrisy in the United States Department of Education, how students are paying all this money. You see? So why should us students pay these loans back? No, seriously, when you have ASWB and their terrible statistics, and now they're over here pretending to, in a sense, give people breaks and change the exam and include DEI language, right? Okay, and they did that all secretively. Now even look at how the United States Department of Education, now I'm documenting this. I have all of my facts together. And see, I even had people even trying to hack me in different parts of the locations where I'm calling individuals out. I'm adding this to my playlist, but see, I have all my receipts. But I'm bringing awareness to you students who are out of the country. Be careful. Be extremely careful. And students that are in this country, be careful. Melanated beings, be careful.